Here's a tweet from Northwestern offensive lineman Sam Coverdale. Here are all the reasons why we need a union. 1, we don't. Hi everyone, I'm Ray Crawford. Coverdale and his teammates will vote Friday on whether or not to unionize. For more than 20 years, former Syracuse and NFL quarterback Don McPherson has been an advocate for issues involving student athletes, and he joins us now from New York. And Don, what advice would you give players as they prepare to cast their vote?
Well, I think they should look at what actually being a union and being an employee of Northwestern really looks like as opposed to being a student athlete. I think if they drilled down and understood what it meant to be an employee, they would find that being a student athlete at Northwestern University is a great deal, and they should stay the course and continue to be student athletes.
As you know, college athletics has become a $5 billion a year business. Are these athletes being exploited?
Exploitation is a horrible word when you talk about student athletes. You have to look at the vast majority of student athletes who are getting a quality education. The student athletes who we're talking about now, who everyone's talking about being exploited, are the ones playing football and basketball. Those guys are getting a free education that is worth a lot more than an NBA and NFL contract, and that's one of the things that no one is really talking about is the educational aspect to this. The word exploitation is a very strong word, and I think if you really look at the vast majority of student athletes, that's really a ridiculous assertion.
So if a union is not the answer for these young people, how can student athletes achieve change?
Well, what they need to do is follow the process that the NCAA has always had, and even the member institutions have a voice. You have a voice now, and now with social media, you can bring your voice to the people in ways that otherwise previously student athletes could not. And so they need to continue to go down that road, have a voice in the legislative process within the NCAA, which is starting to happen. People are more aware now that student athletes haven't had a voice previously, but stay within the system. If they go down the unionization route and they want to be employees, they're going to find out that the scholarship is going to get taxed. If they miss a class, they're going to have to pay for that class. No longer do they get spring break and summers off. We're talking about all student athletes, because all student athletes should be a part of the union, not just football players.
All right, Don, a lot to think about. Thanks very much for the insight.
My pleasure.
A new statue of Joe Paterno is in the works in State College, but does he deserve it? We debate on CampusInsiders.com.